All right, good evening, brothers, sisters, gender norm resistors. It's time to start the week off with a new series and get into seeing what it means to be a hero with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome to the start of our Quest for Glory series. Of course, starting off with Quest for Glory 1. So you want to be a hero. This is one of those games that I think this was like one of the first non-D&D game, non-Dungeons and Dragons themed video games that I played that was still like an RPG, was still really an RPG. It is the first one is a little bit strange, it's a little bit weird to get into, a little bit difficult to get into at times. Now of course I have played this, I have played this series before. And yeah, now when I played this, the first time I played the VG or the EGA version, this is going to be the VGA version. So better-ish graphics. I mean, better graphics in general, but not like they're not stellar graphics though. They're just not stellar graphics. Not compared to today's games, of course. Now, that being said, there are a few quirks in the VGA versus the EGA. For example, in the VGA version, you don't actually give the Thieves Guild sign or the thief sign. You have to show people your lockpick. I always love the description for the thief sign because it's like it's one hand with your thumb against your nose, fingers waggling while you rub your belly. It's and of course the idea is well, it's supposed to look silly. People are going to think you're insane, that that you're diseased in the head or something like that. They're not supposed, but anybody who is a thief is going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I gotcha. Now, of course, this is, this being the start, where our hero is not going to be, it's not going to be very good. I'm thinking we're gonna be a thief, because playing a thief in these games in particular is always fun. The thief is the most unique and most interesting as far as how the thief goes about doing stuff and everything like that. But I think we may also throw in a little bit of magic as well. So, yeah, I kind of want to do a little bit of magic. A little bit of magic, but mostly thieving. So, of course, that being said, we're going to have to buy all of our, because we're going to have a thief base with magic added, we're actually going to have to buy those opening spells. And I know the way to get Dazzle is to play Erasmus's game and stuff like that, and you get that spell as a gift because by winning the game and stuff. I think there's ways of getting it later on, like from magic stores and stuff like that. Now, as far as the music goes, like I said, we are playing the VGA version, so I don't know how much music is actually going to be there. So I'm going to leave my my epic classical music playing in the background, so Just so that we always have some sort of music and stuff like that. It's not just like, you know, hey, if all you're hearing is my voice and that's, you know, and that's it. So, with that said, let's go ahead and hop on over here and get into the game, shall we? The classic Sierra logo and music. Oh, I love it. Wanted hero for the village of Speilburg. Or as Elsa says it later, Speilburg. Not why they put the emphasis on that, but it's Speilburg. Now, I don't think there's much of an intro to this, to these games. They didn't have much of an intro to these particular games. So we're just gonna go ahead and start a new hero. Choose your character. We can be a fighter, a magic user, or a thief. We're going thief, baby. Thief is the most fun. So now we get to type in a name. There we go. Ollamh the Yoinker. We're gonna put we're gonna put 10 points into our magic. We're gonna bump our agility up to 30, and we're gonna add in the rest into lockpicking, because I know we can get our throwing up, we can get our stealth up. Well, maybe we'll do 30 into lockpicking and 10 into dodge. Just because that's a good that feels like a good mix. I'm not sure how easy it is to change some of the other stuff like the intelligence or the agility. I know lockpicking is a difficult one because I don't think there's any practice lockpicks. And you know what? There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. That capital T and V was just kind of just really, really messing with my head. All right. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are two people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. Why like the soccer socks? Why the football socks? The man with the pipe greets you. Oh, welcome to our town. You're lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the path again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside the town, I understand. I don't know why he is, I don't know why he is Danish, but he just looks Danish. Many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow. Between them and the brigands, we certainly could use a hero around here. I'm Sheriff Schvlotz Meisterson. That's Otto van Goon, my assistant. I know what you mean. There's more than a hint of ogre about this strange and bulky character. Seems cheerful, though. So, alright, what about the mountain? You should know. You came down from there. This is a town named after Barons of Speilburg. It used to be a lively place to be before the brigands came and drove all the business away. You can find the place to stay at the inn next door. You can learn about jobs available at the guild hall down the street. If you're interested in magic, you should visit the magic shop. There's still plenty to do and see in Speilburg. Kind of, yeah. I mean, you know, it's like, yeah, it came down from the mountains. Now the hero is a graduate of the famous adventurer's correspondence course. That's why he's a hero. The Baron? Baron's deaf and keeps mostly to himself at his castle north of here. We haven't seen him here in town for years. Just next to the inn is a small magic shop. The owner, Zara, will let you in if you have some abilities in that area. She's a strange one, alright. Go talk to the innkeeper. He will help you from there. The guild hall's at the southwest corner of town. If you're looking for work, that's a good place to go. What about monsters? The monsters come down from the mountains every winter, but they're usually gone by now. The Baron just doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is the one to talk to about monsters. He has a lot of experience with them. Wolfgang, down at the guild hall, he is the one to talk to about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Yeah, we've already asked about the guild hall. What about the brigands? There's a whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountain around us. They robbed the merchant last week. Got a fair amount of treasure from, I hear. The merchant? The one who was robbed? He is staying at the inn, I believe. Obtaining treasure involves putting yourself in danger. If you're brave, foolish, or lucky, you might get some treasure. Danger? My friend, this world is filled with dangers. Sometimes I think it might be better to choose your danger rather than sitting around waiting for it, as I seem to do. So, you could change what you're doing. But enough of this philosophical rambling. I'm content enough to be Sheriff of Speilburg. Alright, adventure! You'll need to talk to the Baron about that, or go ask Wolfgang down at the guild hall, which is just down the street. So maybe you're going to be a hero. Well, we could surely use one around here with all the brigands. Whoa, Otto. Wow. Wait, how? How did you get it to jump when you were standing up? Oh, I don't get that. All right. So first things first, sneak. Always be sneaking. Always be sneaking because that will increase your sneaking ability. She's the only sane person here. At least she's not off her oh, good grief. Really? Really? Ugh. You enter the Adventurers Guild Hall. This is the Adventurers Guild Hall. Reminds you of one in your hometown. The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters. Saurus, troll, griffin, dragon, cheetar, and the terrible Antwerp adorn the walls. You see the registration book on the table and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the guildmaster. He is snoring. The tapestry is so rotten it would probably fall apart at the slightest touch. Well, go grab the pen and sign your name, baby. You sign your name into the adventurer's book with a flourish. I, Ollamh the Yoinker, have come to Speilburg to become a hero. Yes, I wanted you to flip the page. Turn the page. Baronet Bernard von Speilburg killed the troll near the Flying Falls on this day, 23rd day of October. The other pages record the exploits of great adventurers of Speilburg's past. The names of Wolfgang Abentur and Baron Stefan von Speilburg appear most often. Yeah, if I remember right, you can kill the Antwerp. You have to, basically you have to get it to jump off and disappear, then it starts coming down at you later. If you ready your dagger and hold it up, it'll just, pierce itself and, Now, I don't know if that comes back to bite you in the ass later. I don't remember if that is what, if they, swarm you later. Reward for a return of lost ring. Inquire at the healers. Reward of 30 gold coins to the capture or death of the brigand warlock. Description: short, ugly, wears bright-colored robes. It has a habit of laughing continually. Inquire at Speilburg Castle gates. This poster's rather dusty and faded. The small child has braids. Reward of 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Speilburg. Inquire at Speilburg Castle gates. Notice: spell components needed. Cash or trade for potions. Inquire at healers. Oh, come on, but they're just cute little bouncing blue balls. This poacher seems to have been here a while. Its picture's a handsome but arrogant young man. Award of 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baronet Bernard von Speilburg. Inquire at Speilburg Castle gates. So yeah, see, we're already up to 25 stealth. So we've already gained, I think we've gained 15 stealth points towards our stealth so far. It was just yesterday I drew my sword and started out. Oh, or was that the day before? No. The last week. Why? What was I talking about? This is the adventure. This is where an adventurer can find out who needs someone brave and courageous. There are many jobs on the bulletin board over there. It is also a good place to talk about adventures on a cold afternoon. We used to play cards here once a week as well. There are too few adventures in Speilburg anymore. They all died from monsters or brigands, or they just got too old. Yes, I am going to be going through the entirety of the Quest for Glory series. After this, we're going to go to Quest for Glory 2, but we're going to do the fan remake that is kind of more in line with the VGA graphics and stuff. And I may take a look at, I think there's a fan-made Quest for Glory 4.5. I may look into getting that one and playing that one as well. Oh yes, gotta play the 5th game, gotta see my hero become a full-on professional adventurer by slaying a dragon. Did I ever tell you about when Schultz and I rid this valley of Antwerps? Yeah, they were real adventures then. And this was a real guild hall. Now we are just old men, and this is just a place to tell old stories. You can see some of the types of monsters that live around here if you look at our walls. There are trolls, griffins, cheetahs, manta rays, and goblins wandering in the woods. There are even some ogres and Saurus Rexes back in this valley. There was a time when Schultz and I had gotten rid of most of the monsters around here, but we are just too old for that now. What's a troll? Trolls are very tough. Unfortunately, they only come out at night. Are you saying the freaks come out at night? The woods are very dangerous at night. The source is a monster easy to avoid and easy to kill for a skilled adventurer. Ogres are a lot like goons, but even meaner. Not as bright, though. Wait, you mean there's something that's dumber than a goon? Goblins are not tough, but when they gang up, they can take out an unwary adventurer. Cheetahs are ferocious creatures that charge out of nowhere and try to tear you to shreds. Sometimes they succeed. Nope, I am just quietly sneaking through. I'm just standing here in the perfect sneak position. Those weird things are magical. They are best avoided. Right, and Saurus Rex? Don't mistake those things for Sauruses. When they come at you, it is best time to just run away. Over there on the wall over there is where we have jobs posted for adventurers. Some have been there a long time now. There just aren't too many good adventures around here lately. You need to talk to either the Baron or the healer about that. Her house is just north of the town gates. She's a nice woman. The castle is just north of the healer's house. Schultz and I killed most of the monsters on those walls. Oh, so now I can ask him about the dragon. One day, years ago, a pair of dragons tried to take over our valley. We adventurers rode out to meet them. I can still see Stefan von Speilburg charging forward on his black horse. He slew that dragon whose head you see on the wall. The other flew off. Was it red? I hear people see that other dragons flying high overhead sometimes, but it has never dared to attack us again. This valley was overrun by those odd little monsters 1 year. Schultz and I fought long and hard to rid the valley of those things. We might have failed even so, had it not been for those two peculiar tourists who came to our aid. The peculiar tourists, really? They said they were from some place called Andromeda. Must be someplace south of here, I guess. They certainly were odd. So the two guys from Andromeda showed up and helped get rid of the Antwerps. In other words, the creators of Space Quest series. The moose. That was the most vicious moose I ever saw. Nearly bit my nose off. I remember the day I killed one. It was the biggest I had ever seen. Put up a tough fight, but I was tougher. You can see the result on the wall. Watch out for cheetahs. I bear the scars of my fight with the one that's on the wall to this day. Still, it's stuffed and I'm still alive. Well, after Space Quest 3, they the two guys from Andromeda were able to cross over into a different universe. And they always kind of cross things over. The source? I remember when Hans killed the one there. It was a tough fight for him. You never saw a purple saurus before you came to Speilburg, but it looks like a really stupid monster. Saurus slain by Hans Halfwitten. Goody of the Sierra Online Prop Department. Crossbreed of an eagle and a lion could have torn a man apart when it was alive. Slain by Wolfgang. Slain by two guys from Andromeda. So yes, we will need to buy our magical spells. I think there's only 3 magical spells that you can actually buy. Out to lunch. So the barber is out to lunch. You bet your ass, Dorian. Oh, yes. You can smell apples as you approach this corner. Good day and welcome to Speilburg. Would you like to buy some of my nice fresh fruits or vegetables? I am Hilda, daughter of Henrik Fredeferdern, the farmer. My father's a fine farmer. My father's Heinrich. I'm not even going to try and... Where's your farm? We have some big land to the north of town. It isn't very big, but we grow many things. You should be here during harvest time, when you would see many fruits and vegetables. My mother has been dead for 3 years now. I still miss her. Thank you, but my father thinks I'm too young. He would not permit it. Perhaps next year. And that's the annoying thing. It's like, yeah, I mean, the guy never gets a date. I mean, the guy never really gets a proper date for like the first couple of games. This is where I sell things from my father's farm. We have many kinds of fresh vegetables for sale. There are carrots, rutabagas, parsnips and potatoes right from the ground for five for a silver. They are very good for you. We also have some apples. Well, I don't know how old the centaurs. I don't know how old centaurs live, so it actually might make sense. Hello there, child of the 80s. Yeah, the brigands, the brigands hideout can be pretty tricky. You have to be really careful and really aware of your surroundings with that one. And of course, some of the, you have to be able to see like a small little wire at one point. Yeah, it's kind of hectic. There's still some barrels left from last season. You can buy 10 for silver since they're so small. Cats are my favorite vegetable. They also crisp and sweet. Rutabagas will keep well over the winter months. Parsnips can be made into a tasty pie. Turnips are good if you cook them in stews, right. They twice robbed my father of his money, and they have tried to steal our food during this winter. That is because we farm outside of town. The brigands would not dare to try it in town if the sheriff would stop them fast. I'm not sure the sheriff would do shit. And I gotta say, I do appreciate that this house is not like pink and purple with a little flower on the door and stuff like that. That always seemed a little odd in the EGA version, because it was so bright and pink. Now, granted, it might be the wife's doing. So, yeah, the baker is gone fishing. The butcher has gone fishing. Let's go ahead and save. This grubby place must be an alley. It feels strange here, colder than the rest of town. There's some barrels discarded here. A beggar holds out his bowl towards you. Now, is that the Ghostbusters video game, like the one that they just remade? Or which Ghostbusters game are you talking about here? Because one of them that I kind of have an inkling to play is there was a 1980s Ghostbuster game on the Commodore 64. That I remember playing it way back in the day. And I kind of want to see, I haven't played it in ages, so it'd be interesting to see general reception of that one. Okay, so yeah, that's the Ghostbusters the video game, which is kind of a redundant and stupid title, really. Alms for the poor. Alright, what do we have? 4 gold, 10 silver. Thanks, it's really hard. Okay. Now, if I remember right, giving him basically a gold is a good idea. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what they were going for, was the idea of this was kind of their pitch for Ghostbusters 3 was basically kind of like the video game. I still really would have liked to have seen I still would have liked to have seen like a Ghostbusters where there are actually like franchises around. Thanks. You know, it is really better to try to bring in starting to scare away all the trade away. This used to be such a nice place to live. My advice to you is not to take up begging. It just doesn't pay. And don't go out at night. A word of warning to you, don't drink the dragon's breath. I don't know, oh, just a random abandoned workshop. Okay. The grimy window lets little light into the tavern. It smells like stale ale and other more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt and the bar is with sticky beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the center cask behind the bar. To your right, two gamblers are playing cards. The bartender glares at you as you enter, and so does the ugly goon to the left. You get the impression you are not welcome. So this is where the barber has lunch. That guy's had so much to drink he looks embalmed. The butcher is wearing a blood-stained apron. He seems to be deeply involved in the game. The baker seems to be deeply involved in the game. They seem to be using old maid cards, but it looks like the guys aren't playing with a full deck. And they aren't playing old maid. Hello? There's a river to the south by the Flying Falls where you can catch some good-sized trout. Got any 51s? Go fish. So that's the fish that they're talking about. See, there's a little scrap of paper down here. You pick up the note. You smooth out the piece of paper and read. B. He's starting to get suspicious. Hold off on our meetings for a little bit. But I'll keep you posted by these notes. B. Well, that's just helpful? Wait, I think I actually have to get up on the stool for this to get its attention. What do you want? Actually, you know what? Let's just save real quick. I mean, supposedly in this one, it's like... Alright, let's go for it. Screw it. Let's... I agree, child of the 80s. Yeah, that is one of the best things about that, because you can really get some information on anything and everything, really. I also love the writing for Winston a lot better in the video game than pretty much any of the movies. Because it wasn't just, oh, he's a nobody, he's just, you know, he's there for manual labor, like they had it in the, like they wound up cutting him down too in the first movie. No, he has a degree. He knows his shit. He is just as much a Ghostbuster as any of the others. He actually does have a historical degree, and stuff like that. So it's like, he's not just like, oh, hey, we need another body, so come on in. That it does, Rascalin. That it does. I will agree. So yeah, Thieves Guild.
Hey, this is an honest establishment. You want me to ask Crusher?
Who's Crusher?
You don't like his personal affairs discussed. My advice is not to do anything that'll upset him.
Dude, your eyes are really bloodshot, and your eyebrows are really freaking me out. So this is Tavern.
This is the Aces and Eights Tavern, stranger.
Okay.
What do you think I am, a guide dog or something? Ale is 1 silver, Troll's Sweat is 5 silvers, Dragon's Breath is 25. Take your pick. It's good for what ails you.
What's the truth?
It'll go down real smooth. It's the house specialty.
Now see, here's the interesting thing. If I remember right, if you drink the Troll's Breath now, you are not powerful enough to stomach it. But at the end of the series, if I remember right, at episode in game 5, you actually can drink Troll's Breath and survive, or Dragon's Breath and survive.
This is a bar. I serve drinks. You want a drink? Order one. You want answers to stupid questions? Get out.
Alright, so we kind of have to do it, don't we? I mean, we are obligated to explore the depths. Yeah, Troll Sweat just knocks you out, but you also get robbed, so all of your money is gone.
If you want a mug of Dragon's Breath, house rules say you'll have to be cash up front.
You cough up the cash.
Thanks, buddy. A Crusher. A friend there wants Dragon's Breath.
I'm sorry, why are you telling him? Hey, yo. Oh,
There you go.
You've never tasted anything like it before. Ooh.
Wow.
Talk about a fiery brew. Maybe you really shouldn't have tried the Dragon's Breath. Better luck next time. We hope you saved your game. I did. Thank you.
What's the password?
Antwerp? So you're Crusher, huh? You seem to have annoyed him. I am just going to walk away at this point. I think I am just gonna walk away from that. I do not want an angry goon coming down on me. So what are we at with? Okay, so we're already at 54 for stealth. And if I remember, and our intelligence has gone up because we've been asking so many questions and talking to so many people. So, hey, that's good. So, yeah, that's good. This looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter on the shelves are a variety of items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads a book.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't see you coming. My, you look like an adventurer. We don't see too many around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most of the adventurers before they make it to town. I do try to stock some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. My items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably already have most of them if you've done any adventuring at all.
What's your name, good sir?
Why, that's me, Caspar.
I asked you your name. You don't have to tell me that. I know. You want to be I
always wanted to be an adventurer. I read about them all the time. The book I was just reading is about adventuring.
What's the book?
Oh, this book, it's about an adventurer who's trying to become a hero. The title is Quest for Glory, A Hero's Death.
Cheerful. I'm sure it'll have a happy ending.
Unfortunately, I have only standard weapons and equipment. I carry daggers and chain armor. Maybe someday I'll be able to carry magic ones, though. The use of a dagger is a most skillful art. Actually, this particular weapon is longer than most, but it's still easily concealable. A bargain at 20 silvers. You can get really good protection from my chainmail armor. It's very heavy, though, and I would have to charge you 500 silver for it.
Yeah, I'll pass. Food? Do you have any?
Adventuring rations aren't the tastiest food in the world, but they will keep you healthy and alert as you go along. A pack of 10 rations will cost you 5 silver.
Right, Dorian? It's like, really? Just, you're just gonna tell me, yeah, hey, it's I have a lot of fond memories of that game, Child of the 80s. But it's not over until the fat lady sings. Not until the fat lady stops singing. So it's probably, it doesn't really do us any good if the fat ladies are singing. And if they're always singing, well, that just means that, we're all in deep shit.
It's a very good idea to carry an empty flask or two in case you want to pick up a liquid or something else that needs a container. Our flasks are a great bargain at 2 silvers each.
I don't like to talk about other people behind their backs.
Not even brigands? They're brigands. What the hell are they gonna care? The sheriff and Otto protect this town. The sheriff used to be a real adventurer, you know.
Hilda? Oh, right,
Hilda sells fine produce for a reasonable price.
I should probably pick up, I will pick up a couple of flasks. Because flasks are a good idea, just in case we need to pick up, specific water. In case we need to pick up water or something like that. Always a good idea to have some flasks. What are the rations? Oh, okay. Berries, bread. I'm guessing those are like rolls or bread of some sort. These are berries, and this red stick is probably jerky. It is probably beef jerky. It's probably like jerky of some sort. The breeze is cool, but you feel a shiver deeper than just the cold. You are really on your own now in a very dangerous place. A map seller from Shapier used to have a stand here, but he's moved on. Really? The map seller was in Speilburg before you? The bright smell of fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of a wood smoke as you come to a hut by the side of the road. Oh, shut up, you little bitch. You politely knock on the door. After a moment, you hear the inside bolt slide open, and a voice from inside says, "Come on in!" The fragrances of herbs mingle with a rather unpleasant odors as you step into the healer's house. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you're a very healthy look. You look very healthy for an adventure. You must be new. Nice to buy and sell components if you are interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me, I'm always have so much to do around here. You see a winged lizard, much like the one you saw outside. Now, you can, just as a word of caution to anybody who may play this on their own later or at any time, as a thief, you can steal potions from her, but if she finds any potions missing, you will be locked out of her cabin for the rest of the game. Well, my name is Amelia Appleberry, but most people but mostly I'm just known as the healer. I'll be happy to sell you some potions. I live here with my pet Terry. Terry the pterodactyl. Oh, that's my pet Terry. He's a pterosaur. He has a girlfriend, Teresa, with a nest in an oak outside my door. Terry keeps me company and listens while I chatter as I work. What is a pterosaur? They are a species of flying lizards. I understand they can grow quite large in the south. Well, a hero is a very loose interpretation. My ring is shaped in gold like a braid of the herb Athelis and with intertwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. I hardly ever take it off. Well, obviously one of the times that you took it off. I will give 6 golds to the person who returns my ring. It was a gift when I graduated from the College of Healing. Alright, so potions. I make and sell healing potions, power potions, vigor potions, and undead
undead unguent. Alright, I understand healing potions. This potion is used to heal damage and keep wounds from getting serious. It has gotten pretty dangerous around here, and a healing potion can be quite useful in a serious situation. Vigor Potion? A Vigor Potion is used to revitalize yourself after vigorous exercises. It helps restore stamina. Stamina? How do you not know what stamina is? A measure of the energy a body uses as you work or play. Why do I feel like she should be winking at that point? It's like, or play. Power potions restore the energy needed to cast spells. Undead Unguent is used to drive off the minor undead, such as zombies or floating spirits. It doesn't last long, so you should use it near where you are going to encounter such things. Zombies? There are not too many zombies in this land. Too damp, I suppose. There are some floating spirits, I have heard. Floating spirits are ghosts which usually hang around graveyards at night. They are dangerous, so don't go near them unless you use Undead Unguent first. I have the skill to use my magic to create potions. I am a bit proud about it. Not everyone can do that, you know. You can see Speilburg Castle from my yard outside. The Baron lives there with only his guards for company, so I hear. Poor man. He hasn't been the same since his son and daughter were taken from him. You're a bit of a gossip, aren't you? He was just a young, dashing man when he last rode off. He never returned. The dear child. I can still picture her with her beautiful blonde hair done up in braids. Oh, she was so sweet. It is hard to believe she's gone. Those brutes! I'm always having to heal someone up that they've been beaten up and robbed. I hate thieves. Yeah, I don't know any, but I can't imagine why any thief would be here. Oh, by the way, if you happen to find a ring on your adventures, I lost my favorite ring. I'll give her a... Yes, we talked about that. Do you not remember talking about that, ma'am? So here we can, we can, work on our climbing skills. I mean, we're already up to 9. I mean, we started at 5, so... I do find it kind of irritating that you can't get your climbing up to 100. Like, that's the limit of stuff, is you can only go up to 100. But it's like, if you're going to have a level cap, at least make it so that we can actually get to that limit. Now, of course, the text version, you could always do the old razzle-dazzle root beer. I don't think you can, because it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, there's only so many places you can climb.
And once you've, and if, climbing at 75 points towards climbing means that you successfully climb anything in the game, nothing's going to really improve your skill at that point. Meanwhile, sneaking and throwing, you can do that almost anywhere and be fine. But you can only climb certain trees and stuff like that. See, now we're getting strength and agility and vitality and luck. Wow, we've already gone up almost 20 points in climbing. That's kind of insane, really. Oh, there we go. Now let's see if our agility is up enough so that we can get over here. Well, our agility is plenty high enough to walk along a branch. So see, now our climbing is up to 30. Wait, what do you, oh, you're gonna pick up rocks. So yeah, our climbing is now at 30. Our sneaking is up to 65. Yes, it does. So if you sneak around everywhere, your sneaking skill is just going to keep going up till you reach the cap. Well, I guess it did actually. Wow, okay. Maybe they changed that for the VGA version. Now come on in. Well, what can I do for you this time? Oh, thank you for finding my ring. How I've missed this. Here are your 6 golds. 6 golds, not 6 gold coins. Not 6 gold, 6 golds. And 2 healing potions for your reward. Well, why, thank you. Woo! Hi. Huh? You put the reward away and tell her she is welcome. As you leave to avoid being kissed again. Really? Oh, and she is seriously after him. She's just like chasing right after him. Like, bow chicka wow wow. I mean, never mind asking the centaur out for a date. Why don't you ask the healer out for a date? Hello? My name is Carl. Why do I want to give him a French accent? I understand that Speilburg is supposed to be like kind of more of a German, a German or a Danish type of a place. But I want to, any guard like this on the parapet, walking the parapet, my mind goes back to Monty Python, Quest for the Holy Grail. I always want to make them in French. This is the castle of Baron Stefan von Spielberg. What's your job? The stable keeper could use a strong young person to help clean out the stables. It doesn't pay much, but it's good, honest work. If you would like to take the job, come on in. That's a possibility, Dorian. Getting up after the horses is a good way to build up your muscles. My lord sees no one since the loss of his son and daughter. 10 years ago, the Baron's daughter, Elsa, was stolen away by magic. 5 years back, the Baron von Speilburg, went on a hunt from which he did not return. This is all clearly part of Baba Yaga's curse. I'm sorry, Baba Yaga's curse? Elsa von Speilburg was a lovely young child with braided blonde hair and bright blue eyes, like her mother, the Baroness, used to have. A large winged creature flew over the castle walls, grabbed Elsa, and vanished before the guards could fire upon it. Useless guards. We searched everywhere for her, but to no avail. Even the Jester Yorick's joined in the search for her. The Baron sent a troop of guards to storm Baba Yaga's hut, but I think their skulls sit atop her fence. Elsa von Speilburg would be about 18 now. Well, alrighty then. Baba Yaga has her hut to the northwest. It is a very dangerous place, and many baronial guards have been lost there. Baba Yaga is an Eastern European, generally an Eastern European, Slavic folklore. It's kind of like saying, it's kind of like saying that Bigfoot is, that Bigfoot would be like a Canada thing or a Washington State thing or a Pacific Northwest thing. It kind of is, but it kind of isn't. It's not specific to one exact area. It kind of spans a large area where people generally had the same general stories and stuff like that. Basically, before any hard lines of any modern nations were drawn. The Baroness died soon after the birth of her daughter. The Baron still mourns her. He was a very jolly fool who loved to laugh. He was devoted to Elsa, for he would not return until Elsa was safe. This powerful ogress is the cause of all the Baron's misfortune. She is a vile creature who knows much magic. The Baron ordered Baba Yaga to leave, and she first cursed the graveyard. When he then sent his baronial guards after her, only their captain returned to the castle. The captain spoke these words, "Hear me, O mighty Baron. Thou hast angered me, and thus you are cursed. All that you value shall you lose. All that you treasure shall be taken from you," in a strange voice. The captain then dissolved into a pool of sticky blackness. Baba Yaga has her hut to the northwest. It is a very dangerous place, and many baronial guards have been lost there. The Baron von Speilburg lost most of his guards trying to defeat Baba Yaga. Oh dear gods, that was just within the castle. Jesus. Speilburg Valley was once a prosperous and peaceful place before the Baron lost his family.
Now the Baron will not leave his castle and does not know the ruin this land has come to. Well, couldn't you tell him? Not many foul creatures stalk in the forest, since the Baron has too few guards to protect the valley from them. Baba Yaga cursed the graveyard such that the dead cannot rest at night. One cannot go near the graveyard after dark without risking his own peril unless one uses protection. So, like, are we talking like an ectoplasmic prophylactic here, or there's an untried process from the healer which protects against the dead that walk by night. Speaking of night, it is getting on to night. You realize there are now too few guards to take out the brigands, which rob our people and drive our traders away. They hide somewhere near the edge of this valley. The brigands are protected by a magic user, and they have a shrewd leader. The leader of the brigands must be a good strategist. He has organized and led many raids, which result in much treasure and little loss in the parts of the brigands. Without the leader, the brigands would soon flee. Not much is known about him, but he seems to use more magic potions and powders than spells. Many merchants have been robbed by the brigand, and there is a merchant in town who could tell you about his robbery. There's still a reward offered for the safe return of the Baronet and Elsa van Speilburg of 50 gold. For the capture or death of the brigand warlock, there's a reward of 50 gold. For the capture or death of the brigand leader, there's a reward of 50 gold and the title of Hero of Speilburg. See, I'm not terribly worried about getting back to Speilburg, to the town of Speilburg before they close the gates. Because we can always climb over. Climbing over the wall proves too difficult at the skill level. There we go. All right. Nobody can keep the yoinker out. I suppose we should probably go into the hero tale. Welcome, dear traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shamin, at your service. May you find what you seek here. Good food, good drink. Very good food, very good drink. Finest in town. Sit, rest, you will be served by my Shima. Very nice room, very soft beds. Finest in town. Only 5 silvers a night. Oh, no, I didn't realize that once I paid him, I was gonna be, like, automatically shunted off into bed. I was actually wanting to, explore the world at night. My apologies, sir. But it has been a while since I saved, so, I don't know. I've still got I've only eaten one ration. You start off with 5. I've only eaten 1. Don't mind me, ma'am. I'm just sneaking past. That's all. Wait, I have gold. I have gold, baby. So I think it's 10 silver for each. It's like 10 copper for each silver, 10 silver for each gold. No new note. Okay. So I do appreciate the fact that you do find out what happens to the, you actually do find out what happens to our, the beggar from this game in the last game. So yeah, in game 5, you actually do meet up with the beggar. And trust me, a beggar he is no more. I'm Zara, and my companion is Damiano. The items in this store are designed for those skilled in the use of magic. I'm skilled in the use of magic, okay, bitch? I am both human and fairy folk. I draw my power from both. My name is Zara. This is my shop. Fairy folk? We are a people of power and magic and live in the forest far beyond the mountains to the west. Power is the essence of magic, that which the wizard shapes and is shaped by. Damiano is my familiar and my friend. We share our lives and our magic. A familiar is a creature of magical abilities which is summoned to serve the wizard. The summoning of a familiar is the most powerful spell and can be cast but once. It binds the wizard and the familiar to the ends of their lives. The more powerful the wizard, the more powerful the familiar, although you cannot always judge the power of by a familiar's shape. So, like, if I attacked you, little wings, the little winged shit over there might grow into what? A troll-sized demon? Tell me about magic. If you have the skill of magic, you can learn the way to cast spells by reading magical scrolls. Without the skill, you have no power. The more you practice spell casting, the greater you shall become. When you have mastered the 9 spells, you have the power to cast them all. And have proven yourself worthy by accomplishing a great deed, then you must undergo the initiation to become a full wizard. There's a place in the distant south where you must journey, but first you must become a hero here. A wizard is one who both shapes magic and is shaped by it. Erasmus and I are the only wizards in this valley. Who's Erasmus? Erasmus is a wizard and a spellcaster who knows much about this area. He lives in a tower northeast of town, at the top of a steep mountain called Zauberberg. Zauberberg? He can be very helpful if approached properly, but he has a strange sense of humor. It kind of does, yeah. Power potion. The power potion restores your magical energy. It costs 75 silver. That is a lot. It's like a lot. There are many entrances to the halls of magical mastery in the south. After you have gained skill and a good reputation in magic, you should journey south. And if you are indeed worthy of becoming a wizard, you will find your way to those halls. A master of the arcane arts. Those who use skill to vanquish the evil curse. Oh, master of the arcane arts. Use those skills to vanquish the evil curse, and you will become a true hero. What if I vanquish the evil curse without using magic? Did you ever think of that? Did you ever think of that? There's much magic in this world for those who know how to use it. There is magic in this little town, and a good deal of magic in this valley. There's an aura protecting this town from danger. Within most of its walls, there can be no active violence or cruel magic. Even so, it is prudent to avoid dark places. An aura is a spell of protection surrounding something. This town is still protected by the aura cast by the great spellcaster Urana. Who's Urana? Urana is a powerful spellcaster who lived long ago. She brought peace to this valley. Even now, her spell protects this town from violence or foul magic. Her final resting place is due north of the town. It is in a place of both safety and healing. It is known as Urana's Peace. Well, we're just starting out, and dear God, it's already been an hour and a half, and we're barely into, and we're into day 2. Day is dawning on day 2, so. So yeah, we're gonna be going through the whole shebang. We're gonna be after this, we're gonna do number 2, but I think I may do the fan remake that has the VGA quality graphics and stuff. There's much power in this valley, and it attracts those who use magic. I am here as Erasmus has his house in Speilburg, and even Baba Yaga has her hut cooped up somewhere around here. She is a powerful and wicked hag. You would be wise to avoid her. She cursed the Baron von Speilburg when he tried to drive her away. I'm thinking after Quest for Glory 4, we may do Quest for Glory 4.5. After 5, I'm gonna at least touch on oh God, what was it called? What's it called? Oh, Hero U. After 5, I think I'm gonna touch on Hero U, Rogue to Redemption, which is kind of like a remake, kind of like a continuation. If I remember right, it's actually done by the same, actually done by the Coles. Yeah, it's Translore game. And yes, it is, and yeah, Hero U is by Lori and Corey Cole. So yeah, that'll be right after Quest for Glory 5.
Just because it's a natural thing to go on too. Baba Yaga's hut is magical. It stands on chicken legs, and you must know the rhyme to enter. What's the rhyme? I have no interest in entering Baba Yaga's hut, and therefore do not know the rhyme. It's one that's very, very famous. Hut of Brown, now sit down. This is Baba Yaga's curse cast upon the Baron years ago. Upon von Speilburg and all his clan, this curse I now demand. What I will shall come full measure, so shall ye lose all ye treasure. There is always a way to break a curse. Possibly Erasmus knows more about this. There was once a great leader of the land until he was foolish enough to anger Baba Yaga. What I sell here are merely tools to help those who have power. You may purchase restorative potions and scrolls from which you may learn spells if you have the potential. Potential. A true magic user has the innate affinity for magic. There's also the ability to store power, which ordinary mortals do not have. I mean, aren't magic users mortals as well? I mean, they can die, can't they? We sell several magical spells. They purchase Fire Dart for 60 silver or 6 gold. Fetch for 40 silver or 4 gold. Or the Open Spell for 30 silver or 3 gold. I also know you can find a spell if you learn the secret of Arana's Peace. Let's see here. Fire Dart, that is a spell that lets you cast magical flame upon your enemy. The spell will cost you 60 silver. Fetch allows you to lift or lower a lightweight object from a distance. The spell scroll will cost you 40 silver. Open is a spell that allows you to, at first, to unfasten simple locks and knots. As you gain skill, you will be able to open doors. You will be able to even open doors with it. Zap. That is a spell that lets you place magical energy upon your weapons. The energy will be released as magical damage when you hit your enemy. But you don't sell that. The scrolls we sell are magical. You have but to read the spell and you will learn it. God, if only that were how you could learn everything. Just read it and you know it. I would love that. Oh my God, I would love that. To the north of town, surrounded by the mountains, is an alpine valley that is rumored to be the final resting place for Arana. Although no one is certain what happened to her. It is certainly a magical place of safety. There's also supposed to be a gift there for magic users who are clever enough to find it. Alright, I think we have asked enough crap. I will buy the open spell. So we had 9, now we have 6. So yeah, it is a 10 silver to 1 gold. So. Ooh, spoopy. Now see, once we're done sneaking everywhere and we've got our sneak up, then we can actually start running and get our stamina up. And there are mundane jobs that you can do. Like, you can go to the, go to the stables and rake out, basically rake out the horse shit. Or I think you can actually also come over here and rake, and help out at the Centaur's farm. This is the Centaur's shovel. So it's north of town. It's where Arana's piece is. A monster just wandered by. You hid in the bushes until it passed. So see, actually sneaking around does help. The meadow lies covered with a blanket of flowers, unusual for this early in the spring. It is warm, even though surrounded by late snows of winter. A large carved stone lies flat on the ground. You feel as though someone gentle was watching over you. You feel that you are safe here. The air has the fresh, clean scent of the mountains, accompanied by numerous perfume-like fragrances. Large stone appears to be ancient and deliberately placed. Moss covered looks like writing. The stone has words Arana's piece. There are some runes along the side. Oh, there we go. If thy will is magic, so shall I share. Open the stone and claim what is there. So obviously they're saying, hey, cast open, you stupid bitch. The scroll vanishes even as you read the magical runes upon it. You now have the knowledge to cast a calm spell. So we can pick up flowers. So now we have restored some of our abilities, some of our stamina. Now, if I remember right, $8 silver. Okay. I'll take it. But see, we also gain more strength, more intelligence, more agility, more vitality, more luck, more weapon use, more dodge. Woot woot. We kind of becoming a badass here. No, that's not a palm tree. Oh, good God. Fuck. Isn't there something? Yes, there is. That is a troll. That is a troll, good sir. See, I have to check. I will have to check out. I have to check out the Space Quest for Glory and see what it's like. I know, and that I fell in love with that game, with him as the narrator. That was just, oh my goodness, that was brilliant. That was beautiful. That was just perfect. Oh, see, we are right at it. We are right at 90 for stealth. Oh. Now, if I remember correctly, I think the flowers from Marana's piece are actually things that the healer wants. Don't mind me sneaking up to your door and then knocking. That's perfectly normal. Do you have any use for these flowers? Oh, silver? How many silver are we talking? How much silver did you give me? Well, wait, I got 8. I had 6. I got 8 from the goblins, so you gave me 6 silver for a handful of flowers. I don't know. I'm going to explore that and see what it is. I mean, if it's like a Leisure Suit Larry type of Quest for Glory game, maybe we'll play it. I mean, to be honest, this hero deserves it. He does not get a lot of action. He does not get a lot of action. Let's be honest here. He does not get a lot of action. See, I wanted you to go down. Yes, down. There you go. Yes. Because now if you turn around and go up, I'm sorry, is that a fruit tree? Oh. So I have 10 small rocks, which we can then say, there we go. So now we can also increase our throwing skills as well. I mean, like here, it's like, you know, the only person that he can ask for a date with is the centaur, who is, apparently her dad says, well, maybe she's thinking maybe next year she'll be able to. Okay, this is ridiculously slow. Let's crank up the speed. Wait, that's cranked up speed? Really? Okay, so now I am carrying too much. So now if we take our 50 rocks, and throw them at the Minotaur painted on this piece of wood, we can drastically increase our throwing skill. It makes sense. You're going to get better at throwing stuff if you practice by throwing stuff. We have a lot of rocks to throw. And our stamina is for some reason increasing rather than decreasing as we're throwing, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Now see, even here we can say, oh, we see, you would have trouble convincing people you're a hero if you climbed the wall into town during the day. Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Now see, now our throwing skills are already up to 25. We are better at throwing than we were. Oh, wait, oh, hello. Fuck you. I'm going very aggressive on this because my health is not at its best right now. 7. All right, cool. Kind of surprised we couldn't sneak that he heard us. It's like, you know, we're supposed to be really good at sneaking. Wait a second, what is that? The hollow log looks somberly back at you with a single giant eye. And you know at once that nothing is to be gained by investigating the gaunt relic of a more vertical past. I'm sorry, that has an eye in it? Hello. Next to the town wall, you notice a man who appears to be waiting for someone. His dagger looks like a particularly deadly weapon, and the thief handles it with great skill. What's in it for me? If you give me silver, I might have a bit of info you can use. What if I say, hey, look at this? No? Bruno nods and makes the countersign. So, okay, he does recognize that I'm a thief. You need to talk to sneak about the password. You can find him in the alley at night. Well, thank you, Bruno. I know, we're not supposed to talk about Bruno, but goddammit, Bruno's right there. Still no new notes. What time of day is it? It is oh man, it's only midday, really? Oh god, see, we're right there. We're right on the edge of 100. We're right on the edge of the 100.
So we need to talk to Sneak in the alleyway at night. Now, I want to know. I want to know. I want to know, if I give him a silver, will he actually give me any information that's worthwhile? For another silver, I can tell you about where to go to find the Baron, Baba Yaga, or some goblin that stole a lot of treasure. So if you want information, you better keep handing me cash, okay? All right, fine. 2. Okay, what do you want to know? Baba Yaga. She's only, can't, due west of the Baron's place. Can't miss it. And for 2 gold, I'll tell you how to get into her hut. You know what? I'm just gonna say no. If you want a good time, try the dragon's breath at the bot. Yeah, you're trying to get me killed, aren't you, asshole? I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You are trying to get me killed, good sir. Or not so good, sir. As the case may be. Alright. Well, let's pick up some more rocks. So how many rocks do we pick up each time? That's a good question. So we pick up 10. We pick up 10 rocks each time. So that'll be 30. That'll be 40. And that'll be 50, which should put us over our weight limit. Boom shakalaka, we got a stealth of 100, baby. Yeah. Sorry, I think we can cease with the sneaking everywhere. Because we are as quiet as we are going to be. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if they changed it in the VGA or not. I know you used to be able to like throw all of your daggers at an oncoming enemy, so that basically when the enemy got right up in your face, you were defenseless. Which kind of sucked ass. Not gonna lie, it kind of sucked ass. And of course, that's one of the things that a thief should be able to do. A thief should have, you know, a few daggers on hand. Anybody coming? Nope, nobody? Right. Ooh, very pretty. So yeah, we are as stealthy as we're gonna get. So now we can try running. Nope. Okay. Yep, there's a goblin on my ass. So now, see, running, much like real life, should increase your vitality, should increase your lung capability, should, you know, work on your heart, you know, the efficiency of your heart and all that good stuff.
So right, there's the closed. Oh. Hang on. Spring the trap, free the fox. In exchange for kindness, I will give you some advice. First of all, it sometimes pays off to be polite, even to rude people. For the amusing tidbit, Baba Yaga put an enchantment on the Baron's daughter some years back. To break the spell, you need to talk to the Dryad. Au revoir, ta-ta, for now. Be seeing ya. So yeah, there we go. We've already kind of got we've kind of already got a little bit of a heads up as far as the end result of all of this. Oh! Far from the north, far from the frost field, fares forth this fighter. Hunger has hurled me hither from home. Braugi? Braugi I be, to boast of my boldness, strong as the storm that sends forth the snow. Fiercer in fighting than foes in their fury. Fear now the frost giant fighter and flee. I'm not gonna flee. The Northland? Far from the fort. My name, it is known in the Northlands as Braugi. Barter with blades, clash, or bargain with me. I think I would rather bargain. Find me some fruit to mellow my mead horn. Gift I will give of a gem that now glows. Jewels from Jotunheim, flare from the frost flame. Fetch me fruits that will fill up my fists. It looks like it'll take a lot of fruit to fill up those fists. And because they are very heavy on the F, that means it's going to be 50 fruit. 50 apples. Fruit. Highest point of harvest, the finest of flavors. Apples or oranges or peaches or pears. Right, we can only get you apples. Mead is the mother's milk, mighty yet mellow, that brings joy to giants and madness to men. You kind of broke your whole alliteration kick you had going there, buddy. Glow of the frost flame that fills the night field, a jewel that is flawless, the finest of gems. Hunger? Hollow my food house, for my haunt has been hindered by having to hurry here from my home. Can you not swing your axe around like that, sir, please? That is very disconcerting. Fiercer than the frost bite, my fury is fearless. My axe is edged as the ice. This warrior's willing to wield now the war drum. The battle axe blazes and bellows for blood. I have no interest in fighting you, sir. I am just going to go ahead and walk away. I will be... Actually, I'm going to run. Oh, never mind. Apparently, I'm going to walk because this area is covered in ice. Now, can I run? Yes, I can. Here is the way to... Hello? A sign appears. It reads, Welcome of Zaberberg. Welcome to Zaberberg? Trespassers will be towed. Oh, dear gods. Why? Why the... Wow. Okay, This place is mountains above anything else in Speilburg. Yes, thank you. Perhaps it's a tower of power. You are so exhausted, everything you do hurts. Better get some rest. Yeah, well, I mean, you just climbed up a fucking mountain, dude. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, no. Okay, good. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. You feel as though you have just scaled the Matterhorn in full armor. What a climb. You can see all of Speilburg Valley from here. After you finally catch your breath, you see that you have reached a rather eccentric-looking house that you saw from below. There's an ugly gargoyle above the entrance.
Stand fast. Can you hear me? You have 3 questions. What is your name?
I'm Ollamh the Yoinker.
What is your quest?
To be a hero.
What is the mean airspeed of an unladen swallow?
African or European?
I have no idea. I have to answer bars sometimes. Ah, well, you win.
You have to know these things to be a king.
The wizard will tell you now. Go directly to the tower. Do not dally.
What if I want to dally? Because there's a lot of really nice shit here, man. There's room is full of odds, ends, and stuff. The wizard must be a real collector. So you have a stuffed peacock. You have a dunking dinosaur thing. You have Fenris. You have Erasmus. You have... See, but... Oh, wait. Maybe there is. Yes, the sarcophagus, probably a loan from the Egyptian section of the Lion Decker Museum. You can tell because it has a ribbon around it. And the Lion Decker was actually Laura Bow. But if I remember right, the sarcophagus in the original EGA version was actually Princess Rosella. It's tied in a Laura bow. No, that doesn't even deserve a rim shot. But yeah, it was like there was Erasmus likes to keep his suits well ironed. So, I think we're supposed to go up this way. See, now, if we notice, the wizard disappears, and so does the rat. Come in and sit down. Okay. Fenris, our guest has arrived. Cheese, please. Oh, so you know the fetch? Wait, a rat can use a fetch spell. Since you are a practitioner of the magical arts, you might be interested in a little game I have. Do you know the spell open? Yes. Do you know the spell fetch? No. The magic shop in town sells the learning scroll. It's a very useful spell for moving things at a distance. You need the spell to play the game. Fenris looks back at you with a grin. What's there to say? I'm a rat. I'm a really great guy. Although for such a great guy, you're really a rat. I don't know, I always pictured Fenris with like a Gilbert Godfrey type accent. Erasmus is my familiar. Isn't it the other way around? Familiar is my Erasmus? I've always found Erasmus to be overly familiar. No, I mean, aren't you my familiar? All these years and you still don't know? I'm a wizard of some renown. Some renown, but not all renown. Do you know what's big and purple and eats Organfeller Lich Dinge? No. A big purple... Oh.
Large purple after lich ding eaters are all too common in the forest these days.
Who's Finn?
What am I, some sort of object? Am I invisible or something that you talk about me with behind my back in front of my face? Sheesh, no respect.
It's hard to take anyone very seriously with such a ridiculous hat. I mean, it's a magical hat. It's a... If magic be the flute of life, play on.
The quote was music, not magic. It was food, not loot.
What about magic makes the world go round?
Money makes the magic go round, makes the world go round.
Oh! Very well then, to put it in my own words, magic is the essence and soul of life, and the wizard is her poet.
I think you're stealing from somebody else again, Sam. Actually, it was Merlin who said that first, but he used the term magician, not wizard.
Fenris, there are times when you would look better as a newt.
Where's that?
Because newts can't talk. Neither can rats normally.
Neither can most rats.
See? I've got Fenris's back. Fenris is fucking cool. What do you got to say about Zara? Zara has a real flair for the theatric. Her entrance at the magic shop is a bit showy, but effective. It's a pity she has no sense of humor.
Just because she doesn't laugh at your jokes doesn't mean that she lacks a sense of humor. It just means she has good taste.
Baba Yaga is good at curses and shape-changing spells. She has a nasty temper and doesn't believe in safe hex. So it's best to stay on a good side. You have to watch her. She cheats at cards.
So do you.
She started it first. Besides, I wanted to give her a taste of her own medicine.
Shame she still beats you.
The curse Baba Yaga placed upon Baron von Speilburg was a fine example of creative cursing. Upon von Speilburg and all his clan, this curse I now demand. What I will shall come full measure, so shall ye lose all that ye treasure. Of course, the problem is that for every curse there is an equal and opposite counter-curse. Really, what's a counter-curse? A counter-curse is a cure for a curse. It usually works against the one who cast the curse in the first place. The counter-curse for the curse on the Baron goes: come a hero from the east, free the man from in the beast, bring the child from out the band, drive the curser from the land. So to break the curse, a hero must get rid of Baba Yaga. In addition to the other things, it does not reflect well on Baba Yaga.
Nothing reflects well on that ogress. She has a face that would break her with anything but a magic mirror. Wink, wink. Ha! Magic mirror. Magic mirror.
There are many types of magic mirrors. One of the more common types is the one that has a strange face popping up every so often.
Reminds me of the one in the master bedroom.
That's not magical.
No, but it does have a strange face peering from it whenever you're in the room.
At any rate, I used to have a nice hand mirror I misplaced around here somewhere.
It can be used to reflect a spell back on the caster. Wink, wink. So if you happen upon a small golden magic mirror with a dragon handle on it, you'll know it's mine. It was the flagon with the dragon. The mirror had a leer. Oh, that's right. Oh, God, they really went... Oh, what was that? What movie was that? Well, if you find a magic mirror with a face on it, you'll know it reflects spells. What was that? The flagon with the... oh, God, was it the purple pumpernickel? Oh, God. Oh, God, what was it? Oh, okay. No, it was the Court Jester, 1955, right. The pellet with the poisons and the flagon with the dragon. The vessel with the pestle has the brew that is true. And they just, and everybody, like, gets it fucked up, and nobody knows where the fucking poison is. Alright, we've asked about all that. Arana! Never met her. I only built this vacation home here a century ago. Arana has a nice little magical meadow in her name northwest of here. Pretty respectable spellcaster, I imagine. The protection spell she cast over the town is fairly good, but I believe she missed a few places. You're only jealous because the only thing anyone named after you is a soft drink. I thought that Erasmus's Razzle Dazzle Root Beer was a wonderful name for a product. It's a shame the company went broke afterwards. So yes, Razzle Dazzle Root Beer is the cheat code for the EGA version. Irana's spell prevents the use of excessive violence or hostile magic within Speilburg's walls, with the exception of a couple of places. What places? Looks to me as if she missed parts of the back part of the alley, and the spell only applies to areas in the town that are above ground. Pretty shoddy, if you ask me. Okay, so in the alley you can get killed in the alley and down in the actual thieves guild. Nobody asked you. Is it true that a monster can't hurt you if you're carrying a torch? No? Actually, it depends on how fast you carry it. Fuck you. Oh, dear God. You are a horrible man, Erasmus. You are horrible. Basically, anyone who uses magic is a magic user. Anyone who casts a spell is a spellcaster. However, to be a wizard, you need to have undergone initiation into the Wizards Institute of Technology in the land of Shapir. Magicians and sorcerers are wizards who specialize. I myself strive to master all aspects of magic, unlike those narrow-minded specialists. You wouldn't want to lose your amateur standing, after all. I prefer to think of myself as a dilettante. Does that mean you tease your pickles? Do you tease pickles? Wait, are they, do you mean like tease pickles, like, because you need to complete your quest here before you can become initiated as a wizard. It's important for a magic user to know as many spells as possible. You never know what might come in handy. True, can you teach me a spell? Brigands! They're supposed to have a warlock working for them. From what I've seen, he's more of a nincompoop than a necromancer. Well, warlock doesn't mean necromancer. He laughs too much when he casts his spells. It's because his jokes are funnier than yours. The only thing I've seen the Brigand Warlock cast is sneezing powder. Do you know the difference between a wounded Triceratops and a magic user casting the fly spell? No? One is a raging saurus, the other is a soaring magus. I figured one was a giant lizard and the other one's a flying wizard. Sorry, Fenris, but he who tells the joke gets to make the punchlines. I prefer Fenris's, honestly. Isn't that the vampire fell in love with throats? A necromancer? No, that's a necromancer. A necromancer is a magic user who is rather unsavory relationship with corpses. No, that's a necrophiliac. Does that mean that a necromancer has ghoul friends? It means that a necromancer is someone who deals with the undead. Canaster with cadavers? Spades with shades, eh? Yeah, that's technically what Erasmus is kind of suggesting is more of a necrophiliac than a necromancer. It's just a little something to challenge the mind and magic. With that, I like to play every now and then. Fenris isn't much of a challenge anymore. Yeah, it's because I always win. I think you're cheating somehow. Anyway, the spell revolves around Flame Dot, Open, Fetch, and Trigger. And to make it worth your while, if you beat me, I'll teach you a new spell called Dazzle. A spell that lets you open things with a mere gesture. If you're really good at it, you can open locks. Useful when you lose your keys. Your keys are in the study under the skull. Why would they be there? The skeleton keys, aren't they? Oh God, this is becoming painful. This is becoming seriously painful. Fetch is a useful spell for catching and retrieving small objects. Good for putting things in their place. Like company familiars? I'd put you in your place, but I'm above such things. Besides, my place is above your reach. Triggers is used to set off an existing spell. If a chest has a magical trap on it, you can set the trap off by casting the trigger spell. Just make sure you're out of range of the trap. Now I can set up other spells and let someone else trigger them. I fixed Henry the Hermit's cave for him so that he can do a lot of magic with only one spell. Who is Henry the Hermit? Henry is a hermit who lives by the Flying Falls to the south. Great sense of humor. That means he actually laughs at Erasmus's jokes. I think he borrowed something the last time I saw him, but I can't remember what it was. Remember exactly what it was. Oh well, Harry is a great one to talk to, but he hardly ever happens to have much to say. Well, put your goddamn tea down, you bitch. Thank you. Magical traps are a good way of keeping thieves out of your chests and other places. Put a fire trap on a chest, and when someone goes to open it, he goes up in smoke. Just so long as you don't forget about it and try to open the chest yourself. I only got a little singed the last time. Sorry, what's Dazzle? Now that's a spell with charm. Anyone can cast the spell, and you can cast the spell, and anyone looking directly at it is its coruscating lights is blinded for a while and can't do anything. Huh. Well, not in my house, you don't. I'm sorry. I was just wanting to. Oh. Well, now that is pretty handy. Wow, I'm really doing bad as far as health. We should rest. All right, we have stamina back. All right, so what time is it? Sunset approaches. It looks like everybody's kind of closed up shop for the night already. Oh, well, no. Only the sheriff. The sheriff's gone inside and just been like, yeah, I'm done for the day. But I already gave you a gold coin, buddy. I think that's enough. I believe that is more than enough. All right, let's pick up some more rocks. Pick up some rocks, do a little bit of chucking. I said that should be 30, 40. 50. Can I go for 60? All right, now I'm carrying more than I should. But we can chuck them and get ourselves down to a healthy weight. And of course, get our throwing up. Our throwing skill up. We're not throwing up. Now, if I remember right, throwing knives, I think throwing daggers are actually purchased at the Thieves Guild. I understand that. I completely understand that. So, all right, let's rest for an hour. Aha, now it's nighttime. Now we can scurry up the wall. All right, so let's run around the corner. Literally run around the corner. All right, I'm going to just casually walk in here because we're supposed to find Sneak.
The loincloth spell gets him every time. See that, dagger? Next one's in the center of your back. Give Snake here your cash, and you walk out of here. It's a simple trade. Your money for your life. You mean that our first victim we've had in months is a thief? Yeah, I thought we were finally gonna make some money. Tell Crusher that the password is Schwartfish. He's in the tavern. Now go before I forget you made the sign and make you pay anyway.
I am straight on out of here. Thank you. So it's swordfish, of course. It's always swordfish. What's the password? It is swordfish. Why do you have a banana hammock? This dark, seedy place is less than you expected of a thieves' guild. You feel uneasy about the sinister mood here. The man seated by the table greets you with a scowl. Crusher is his usual amiable self, and you can't quite make out what lurks behind the massive door.
Beginners. Why do they keep giving me beginners?
I tell you, Crusher, that a thief of my stature and abilities should be stuck in a podunk town besieged by brigands who aren't even union members is the height of injustice. It will cost you 25 silvers to work in town. Just pay Boris at the door. If you don't have the cash, go steal some. I'm pretty sure I have that. Yeah, I've got that. Hello, Boris. Ooh, what? Oh, Boris and B, like Boris and Bruno. Oh, I think you've got us. I think you've got somebody. I think you got a snake in the cellar.
Right, I've got the 25 silver, thank you. I would like this. Yes, local 1313. Unlucky for some.
Perhaps I could sell you a good lockpick for 15 silver or a wonderful Acme Thieves toolkit for 100 silvers.
What's the toolkit?
It's a steal for only 100 silvers.
Okay, but what's so special about it? Yeah, I've got a lockpick. Fencing?
We are happy to give recompense for any items you may have borrowed from others.
Right, okay. So 100 silver would be 10 gold. We don't have that. We are nowhere near that kind of wealth yet. But you know what? I haven't checked my so yeah, our intelligence is up, our climbing is up. Our vitality's doing pretty good. So all right, I think we're gonna rob the lovely little old lady, and then we're gonna call it a night. We're gonna hit the first house. You're snicked, and the lock is opened. The smell of lavender dust fills your nose as you walk in. This reminds you of your great aunt's house you've once visited. There's a covered bird cage near the stairs and a knitting basket by the couch. Right, so, let's see here. String of pearls seems to have fallen into the bag. The purse has 20 silvers in a soiled hanky. 3 silvers in the crack of the, in the crack of the couch. Always look in the crack of the couch. You find a single silver in one of the drawers. You find nothing else of value. You take the silver candlesticks and stow them in your pack, of course. The chest is filled with old quilts, doilies, and sweaters 5 sizes too large for anyone to wear. You really don't know why. You really don't want any of them, so you close the chest again. fires out, but it's still providing heat. It's a shrubbery! Can I take the shrubbery? Squeak! Okay, maybe we don't go upstairs. So I'm going to plastic fruit upon the wooden table. Let's lace doily. The guards from... Well, the lace should probably be kind of valuable, shouldn't it? Wait, there's no like safe under the really? Ah, that sucks. There's no safe under the rug. That's just garbage. I mean, this is a garbage house. Nothing else on the couch. Already done that. Don't want much with that. Here we go. Nice. Kitty, kitty. Okay, so if we pet the cat, we're fine. Alright. Now let's save. And actually, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and pawn off the shit that we just stole. We're gonna pawn the stuff that we just stole off. And the next time, maybe we'll go after the we'll go after the sheriff's house. What's the password? Do I have to give you the password every time? Really? You don't recognize? I have. Oh, I probably could have just shown him my card, couldn't I?
Yo, Bruno.
I got the okay. Hey, I got this lovely pearl necklace. Let's see here. Deducting the guild cut, allowing for resale markup. That comes to 500 silvers. Holy shit. 500 silvers? What about these 2 silver candlesticks? Those are only 100? Really? Were the pearls that? Wow, we have 64 gold. You know what? I would like to go ahead and buy the toolkit. I will go ahead and buy the toolkit. So now we have a thief's toolkit. And we still have 57 gold, 6 silver. Wow. What are you?
I'm known as the Chief.
The name is called Dagnabbit. The turns, you take turns with the chief thief to throw daggers at the board. Each player gets 3 turns, and each throw gets throws 3 daggers in each turn. The more points that are scored, the closer the dagger hits to the center. Highest score wins the bet. Adjust force and angle. Press enter or click on the small Dagnabbit board to throw. Right. You know what? We'll bet 10. All right, so we're gonna need the angle. Oh, wait. Is this the chief or me? So we're gonna want the angle. About there, I think. And the force. I mean, we don't need a lot in the way of force, do we? Oh, good gods, no, we didn't. Holy shit. All right, that was actually a really well done. And chuck it. Boom, another 3. Woot, woot. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, we want the angle to be a little bit less. The force does not need to be nearly as much. Chuck it. Boom. Okay, only 2. Only 2. But still, that gets us a score of 8. So 2, 3, 4. Dude, we doubled the Master Chief. We doubled the Chief's fucking score here. I mean, we are like, ooh, we are pretty, I should warn you, I think I should have warned him that I was pretty good with a knife. Okay, that one wasn't so good, but, actually, you know what? We're gonna bring it down to about there. Wait, why was the angle way over there? Wow, you missed the fucking board entirely? How do you call yourself a Master Chief when you're that shitty as far as... Alright, low, yes. Boom! Okay. Boom! Wow, okay, yeah, that is really it's kind of weird how that works. But I'm not feeling very threatened by this guy. I'm not feeling... You got me this time. Say, you're pretty tough. Shall we play again? No, thank you. I have taken enough of your money this time. Besides, I think I should probably get to the inn before it closes. Why am I sneaking? Oh, wait. I was right. I was still sneaking from when I was robbing the little old lady's place. Thank you, sir. I would like a meal, if you do not mind. Hello? Hello? Can you do anything for me here, please? I don't seem to be able to do anything. Okay, well, guess next time we're actually just going to be starting off with saving the with reloading from the from just after the from just after getting out of the little old lady's place. But okay, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. And that will be tomorrow. So, yeah. Tomorrow we will have... We will be doing this. We will be coming back to Quest for Glory 1. Starting tomorrow. Doing tomorrow. We'll be going, we'll be starting off with basically we just robbed this little old lady, which sounds fucking awful, doesn't it? It sounds awful. So yeah, we'll be back with this tomorrow at 9:15 Central Standard Time, whatever that equates to with you guys, with your time zones and stuff like that. I don't know. But make sure to make sure to keep it in mind and check us out. As always, thank you guys very much for being here. Gamers Grotto, child of the 80s. Dorian, all the lovely little lurkers in the background, all the people who watch afterwards. Much appreciated. If you liked the video, don't forget to press the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That helps us know that you like what we do and helps YouTube know that you like what we do. If you want to be kept up to date on everything, make sure to ring the bell. YouTube might actually notify you when we go live or when we put up a new video. But also make sure to check out the social media links down below. The Facebook page, the Twitter account, the Discord channel, and the Trovo link, which is where I live stream in the afternoons. All of this so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!